Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside Out Smile. I'm your host, Dr. Amber Q, and I'd like to talk about a gentleman who passed away recently. Now, I don't know this gentleman, but he lived quite close to me, and he wasn't a neighbour. He was in sort of a block of flats, and he had a lovely Jaguar. Jaguar cars were his thing. Yeah, I know some people actually have Jaguar cats, but no, he actually had a Jaguar car, and we sort of used to say hello to each other. I love cars as well, and I think we spoke about cars once many years ago. And I found out the other day that he was unwell, that he had cancer, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I should go knock on his door and see if he needs anything. But then I found out literally the following day that he had passed away, and he'd passed away some weeks ago. And so his friend was there washing the car, clearing out the flat, and saying that, both were going to be put up for sale. And it really made me think. I mean, this person did used to smoke and drink heavily. But it made me think, and I heard an entrepreneur saying that, this entrepreneur was discussing the death of, I think, a famous billionaire. And he was essentially saying, if you've died and you've just left money, or if you're alive and you just have money, then that's nothing. It's all about the impact that we make on people and the relationships that we have. And I think that's so true. I mean, obviously you can have both, but society has become so individualistic, hasn't it? It's all about things that we own, and, quite often, obviously, neighbours have sort of this whole, comparison issue. I don't know how true that is, but certainly not sort of within my area. But I think that society is making us like that. The media are making us like that. But the reality is that the things that really matter are communities and how we treat each other. And I know that, I do tend to speak about this, but it's interesting, isn't it, when you hear about a death, that it does really make you reflect. And of course, death is surrounding us with, in terms of small animals, which we do not see. And of course, the human race is in such a mess at the moment because certain people, generally those in power, are, they see human life as, I guess, valueless in some places. And obviously we know this with the genocide that's currently occurring. But if we just look at our lives in sort of, I guess, Western countries and on a daily basis, they're wonderful people, absolutely wonderful people. But also, it's just that focus, isn't it? It's just that focus, because we are all sort of, life has become so fast, so we're all so busy in our daily lives. But it is about just stopping, I think, asking someone if they're okay, and just chatting with people, when you're out and about. All the studies show that this increases happiness. So why aren't we, I don't know, enjoying that or participating in that? I don't know why we do that. Even when you go into the gym, it's funny because I have been looking at different gyms recently, and I've been to one gym. Actually, no, I think I've been to two gyms where they've said it's very inclusive. And the funny thing is that the more expensive the gym, the less, I don't want to say the less friendly it appears, but they've mentioned that less so, that community spirit. And I think sometimes with gyms that are, or gym/spas that are so expensive, maybe people just come in for a short period of time and then leave. But it's just interesting, because when you look at those viral social media posts where somebody goes and surprises, those social experiment kind of things where they'll either surprise someone with money or they will do that after the person has, I don't know, exhibited some kindness, helping somebody who's got an arm in a cast tie their shoelace. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? And those videos always just make me cry. I don't know why. I'm always sobbing when I'm seeing those videos. And those videos are really popular. They always have sort of multiple views, and we're talking the millions quite often. So it means that so many people feel that. And what's really interesting in those videos is there'll always be like a group of people where some people refuse to help someone. One person does, and then maybe they'll gift that person an iPhone or something. And then the other person takes out some money to give it to the person. I'm thinking, why would you do that? Because obviously the whole point of that social experiment was to see if somebody would be kind without that expectation of anything in return. I find that really fascinating. But again, people are just sucked into consumerism, individualism, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, even from the psychological viewpoint in terms of evolution. So I just want to share that today. And of course, it's very sad that this chap has passed away. May he rest in peace. We're all on a journey. It really does make you think of your own mortality. I don't know. It's always good, I think, to spend time in nature, visit a cemetery. That's an Islamic sort of thing as well. Remind yourself, because we are all on a journey. And who's going to be sad when we pass? What impact have we made? So, something to ponder. Until the next episode, let's all create connection and not just change lives, but save lives.